Audio should be there now.
Check 1, 2, check, check. Mic number 1.
Yeah, 429 is correct.
Oh, we're here. Audio.
No one heard it anyway, Pat. So.
Oh, that's right.
Assuming the blog's right.
God damn it.
No, I double checked that one before we did the last.
Oh, we have audio now. Okay, good.
We're back.
We're back.
All right.
We're back on
Pat,
Sunday.
can you put something to the effect that we have audio now? I'm going to go through the introduction. Okay, we have Nichole Schrafft from left to right.
Good morning.
Left to right.
Jimmy Dalpiaz with his
Right
Fiesta
down the middle.
with his Fiesta pin.
Hey, gotta love it.
I love it. Chris McCarthy is wet.
Chris Wet McCarthy.
What'd you look down for?
Chris Wet McCarthy is with us.
I immediately looked down. What?
And Pat Dalpiaz is with us on the
Good
keyboard,
morning.
answering questions.
Hi, honey.
I'm your host, Joey Shimataro. And Pat, what was the reason that we were not? You brought some goodies. Nichole brought some goodies.
Yep.
Is there a reason that we're not?
She hit him. She brought him and hit him.
Are we waiting for afterwards? Or?
Why didn't we pop it open yet?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I came in late and all disheveled, and then we started going, but I thought I was going to leave Jim in charge of that.
Oh,
Your
I was
wife
afraid
is
to
looking
pop
for an
shit.
explanation.
I think I asked Jimmy to
your
do
state
something,
of-
but he said he was
Wait, honey.
he's on strike right now.
We're going to
I
explain.
don't think I paid it.
We're going to explain.
So Chris McCarthy is soaking wet. And,
Yes.
And let's go through the whole story.
Well, I'm not as wet as I was about an hour ago. So the quick story is Charlene's cousin, Lindsay, just took her safety class and wants to get out on the water and do some boating. So I said, why don't you meet me at Joe's and we'll take a spin. I'll give you the lowdown on boating. So we took the Naughty Seas 2 out. Her daughter Izzy was with us, going through the cut bridge.
Oh, the little boat.
The little boat.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the little boat. So coming back into the harbor through the cut bridge, as we're heading back into the harbor, I see this little wave turn into this basic
Tsunami.
tidal wave, tsunami. And we're in the 14-footer, and the nose just disappears under the water. And Izzy, her daughter, is in the front. She gets engulfed. We get soaked. And then we got hit with a second one right after that.
So
and it's
cell phones. Cell phones
are
fine?
so far so good. I think I may have lost the phone charger that was sitting in the salt water.
Wow.
But Izzy had her life jacket on, but Lindsay was driving, so it was actually good that it happened because we didn't panic. She didn't panic. She kept her speed, and we got through it. So everyone lives happily ever after. I know people are probably concerned about my health here. I was able to make it to the podcast.
Oh, my God.
and all those guys that were watching, the bets they made.
The bets.
You were watching them pass each other money.
I just made some guys really rich.
Kate says it's like her biggest fear, and it is.
Yeah.
It's like we had an experience where we went through and we got lifted up, and like the whole boat swung about. Everything okay?
We're talking about cocktails.
All right, thanks.
Sorry, Kate.
So, okay. That's all right.
You want me?
No,
we're going to get these together silently? Is that what you
Susan
want?
Lipson's not here, so
Okay.
we don't have anyone else to interrupt all the time.
Me and Susan.
Yeah, Chris McCarthy
She gets me going.
in the back corner would like constantly have conversations.
We might have to take a break then to do this because Joe.
What does
Jim needs
Jimmy
to
not
know
do?
if you want orange juice and prosecco, lemonade and prosecco, or pink lemonade and prosecco.
All right.
So we got to take
We'll
orders.
take a break.
while
Okay, we'll take a
like,
break. We'll get this together.
Okay.
All right. How do you want yours?
I'm gonna do pink lemonade.
Straight pink lemonade
No, with prosecco.
with prosecco.
Yes, I
How
have.
come I'm frozen, but he isn't?
Well, it's a little
Chris,
bit.
explain to Jimmy how you want yours.
Medium rare.
Okay.
You know what we should do
Which
too,
one?
Jim? We should put some ice from the bag of ice. Oh yeah, or those. Those are. I think those are clean. Yeah.
Got it. Yep.
So we're giving everybody a lesson on how to make a proper mimosa.
I don't know if it's a proper mimosa. It's everything was warm when I was getting ready to come here, so I had to put little bags of ice. Normally, you wouldn't really put ice in it. Right?
No?
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
yeah,
like crushed ice or
If
something.
we had a champagne glass.
Caitlin says, this is a podcast I would show up for.
Yeah. This is like paint drying at home, though, for everyone else.
Yeah.
While
yep,
Jim's
yep.
doing this, is Izzy and Lindsay, are they the
Oh,
ones I met in the elevator
yes,
at the hockey
that's
tournament?
right.
Nice.
That's right.
Yeah,
You-
nice people.
You met Izzy and Lindsay.
Yep.
I
I didn't meet Izzy,
would
actually,
have
but I'm
had
sure
them
I
come
saw
up
her
to
on the
say
ice.
hi.
Yeah, I don't know if I would. So now, so the key is, so we've had a couple situations where we've been on the little boat. Well, our boat is 19 feet, not that little, but like you can't panic. The whole key is like if you come up to a wave, you have to give it some throttle, or else your nose is gonna dip down underneath.
Well, it's like going through the cut bridge. They say no wake, but you can't. You can't go through that cut bridge
No,
on a
there's
small
no
boat
way.
without flooring it a little bit and making a wake. Otherwise, you're going to hit the side, right?
And Dean Noble says, go in try to stay in the wake of the person that's in front of you.
Yeah.
You stay right in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Charlene says that's it. They're never going to go boating again. Though.
Exactly.
It's horrifying though. What I was saying before though was like we were going through and someone like floored it, or like wide open going through, and those huge waves, and the boat got picked up all the way to the left, like 2 feet from the side of the bridge, inside of the bridge, and then no control at all.
It gets scary.
Brought to the
Oh!
There you go, Jimmy. Can you close that door?
I actually totally jumped into that. I have a question for Chris, but I'm going to ask Charlene because she's there, right?
Yes.
I saw an amazing ad for Engel Folkers, right? Engel, right? Is that what we learned? Engel and Folker. And of everyone with their dogs for Bring Your Dog to Work Day. And Charlene looked like $1 billion in the ad, but there was no Bo.
No
I
Bo.
want to know why Bo wasn't in the Bring Your Dog
Right,
to Work
Charlene.
ad.
Because they said, don't bring your
Don't bring
maniac
Bo.
dog.
I thought Bo was the GMG dog. Maybe he can't be the Engels
Yeah.
and Volker
Yeah.
dog.
Oh,
That's
he'll
true.
lose his
Good point.
sponsorship?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's when it's in his
I got a
contract.
feeling they might outbid us.
He'll lose his koozie.
I have a feeling Engel and Fulton might
All
outbid
the
us in
other
the
dog
name
owners
and
said,
rights.
All right,
If
well,
you
just
have a
Charlene.
dog that likes to sniff other dogs' buttholes, do not bring them because it will ruin the shoot. And Bo is the president of that club.
Of the dog
sniff.
sniffing of the dog's butt club.
Yeah,
That happened.
All right.
yeah. So I
Well,
think
I was looking for it.
I think that was the reason.
I was going through all the
Because
other dogs.
Charlene-
Is that a nature versus nurture situation? Because I'm thinking that you the king of poop on GMG and
Well,
Yeah.
he notices Chris going around sniffing his guest
like,
butts.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, why would he
Nature
think
versus
it's
nurture.
any other way?
Well, I didn't get snipped. Did you get snipped?
No,
okay.
no.
We got to do a big shout out to our friend Pauline from Pauline's
Yes.
gift.
We went there yesterday.
And
I got a gift certificate
That's good.
that I had, and one of the things that I got is so adorable, and I loved it because it's got the lobsters on it. So I brought it to show today. You can get it in front of the
Oh my
camera.
gosh, look how cute that is.
Yeah,
It's almost as
Yeah.
cute as my drink.
oh, Chris, that
Isn't
that,
it
that looks
sweet?
like
Now,
butter
if
me
you
up.
lost 2 or 3 pounds, that would fit you.
And then the socks.
And the
the
how cute is
That is
this
socks, by
stinking
the way.
thing?
So
Look at
cute.
this.
Butter me up.
that's adorbs.
So thank you, Pauline. That was
Yay.
awesome.
Pauline.
Baby
Especially-
things there, lobster
Thank you,
things there, lots of red, white, and blue.
Was that for,
Paula
for
also-
Schooner?
Yes, that's for baby Schooner. And shh, don't tell her. It's a secret.
Of course, no one watches this anyway.
No,
um,
what is this?
Wait, is Schooner the baby's name?
No.
we call him
Oh.
Schooner
Baby
because
Schooner.
he's due at the end of the
I was being
summer.
serious. Oh, the same time as the festival?
Yes.
Is that where? So cute. I
Yeah,
love the
that's
name
right.
though.
Yeah, I'm loving the name. I'm
Schoonie.
You
kind
might
of,
want to keep
Which
it.
one, Joey?
yeah.
Which one?
I want to keep it too. And she
I'm
was
good.
also instrumental in getting the flags for the new pier.
Right.
She helped obtain the flags.
One shoes.
Yeah, that was really nice. Don Arizoni did some pictures of
They
it.
are beautiful. It's beautiful down there.
We want to say hi to Brenda Grimes Davis, Scotty Mack, and
No, you cannot wear this for the
The timeout. This is misleading. It says one size. This is not going to fit me.
I'd like to see you try to get that over that head of yours.
no, I got to give it as a gift. You can't. Yeah.
I could
I
get
want to make
that.
sure that he knows that there's socks and he doesn't put it on something else.
Oh,
Why, you
That's
think
what
he's
I'm
gonna
worried
have
about.
a huge Bina?
Yeah.
thank you,
Charlene replied to the question why wasn't Bo in the thing is because there was a snowstorm that day, and it was way too much work to get in there and settle down. Scotty Mack has a question: when are the Bo tank top shirts coming? I don't know.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
How's the drink? What was it? Prosecco?
Right here.
Yeah, Prosecco. And
I can't.
Joe, come on.
I can't. I was falling asleep like at 6 o'clock last night, and we had a rough one. So Chris and I and the wives, we took the boat out and we went to the mile market.
First, we went to the mile market.
What was the drink that we got at mile market? That was
outstanding.
we had wonderful cocktails all over town.
is this the footage that late at night you guys pulled in? So was that not last night? That was.
No, we weren't drunk. That was a different night.
I didn't say you were drunk. Did you just say? I didn't say anything close to that. Someone's feeling a little guilty. I said, was that the footage? I saw the video of you guys pulling in at night on Chris's boat, right? And you took that as no, we weren't drunk.
That was a different night.
I just saw those.
The go-to response.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
That's the administrator in you. See, that's the teacher.
No, I have to say, I
caught
didn't
that.
listen. I didn't have the audio on. I just saw Chris running your boat. And I was like, actually, what boat is that? I haven't seen it. But I did not hear any footage in case maybe that, if I had listened to footage, maybe that would have been.
Cheers. Thank you, Nicole.
Joe,
Thank you to Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole. And Viva St. Pedro.
Air toast to Pat over there.
All that I think Joe has to scream out whatever his sister screams out during this time of the year.
This would be Fiesta Sunday. They'd be having a mass right now, right about now.
Having mass.
All right, people don't want to hear this.
Yeah, they have to hear it.
All right.
You ready?
Magisiamo tutte multe! Viva Campo!
Yes!
There we go. Now I feel better.
Was that Mudiga steak? Did you say?
So when we were kids, it always was Viva San Pedro. That's how it was. That's how they always did the chant. And like in the last 7 or 8 years, it's kind of morphed into this. They just say Viva over Viva, Viva. They don't do the Viva San Pedro. That was like the inflection.
But the stuff you said before, Viva.
Magi siamo tutti muti. What are we all like? I don't know if it's like deaf or mute. We can't. You can't say it any louder. You can't hear.
Okay,
I can't hear you.
Interesting.
Let's say it a little louder. Vivas, and then you say it louder, louder.
See, I bet you
They were doing it down. They were doing it
that.
down in the fort this weekend. They had a small statue and
Was that what they
a
said?
little small parade.
So
This is too good.
Joe, it's vitamin C.
Oh, vitamin fucking
Joey,
C.
you nothing but orange juice in there. Trust me.
Yeah. No, I know. I have this thing where I drink. We've probably talked about this before, but I'm a salt guy. I like chips and
Pringles.
nachos, Pringles, whatever. So I'm a salt guy, and with salsa, which is very acidic, my tongue gets like
Bumps.
not happy, right?
Yeah.
And
that happens.
so like orange juice is definitely a trigger. It's so.
Wait a minute. It triggers tongue bumps.
Yeah.
When you say it like
triggers
that.
tongue
Yeah,
bumps.
it's like they're like canker sores. They're like sores. In your mouth, you know what I mean? Like because your pH in your mouth is way off. Way off.
You know when that happens to me is with Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, that's super sharp.
Super sharp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Or when you take a rogue wave over the front of your
rogue
boat.
wave. I'm almost dry.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Waves.
I don't think I've had that happen. That's interesting.
Yeah, no.
Because there's a lot of acidic kinds of things I like to have. Salsa, tomatoes,
Yeah, but
fruits.
I go from coffee
Things like-
to
Right.
chips and salsa to it's just.
He pushed his drink away.
The amount of things we learn on this podcast.
That's right.
We just learned the
It's
history of the
it's a
Viva San Pedro.
We want to give
whatever.
a huge congratulations to Eric and Sedalia Schwartz on their new family member,
Yes.
Louis.
Louis.
And Chris, why don't you explain what Louis is, where Louis came from, and why Louis is special?
Well, the funny thing is, Eric called Joe asking you where you got your French Bulldog.
Right.
Because Eric has seen
Where he got
on
his
Good Morning
French
Gloucester.
Pooing on the desk, peeing
Yeah.
on the desk. Yeah.
And I happened to be on Joe's boat the day he got the call from Eric and said, Eric, you don't want to talk to me. You want to talk to Chris. That's Chris's dog. So I actually gave him the name of the breeder that I purchased Bo from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
That's a drive. That's quite a drive, right?
Yeah, 3 hours, 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So they had a couple breeders they were speaking to, and they interviewed my breeder. You know, I gave them a 2 thumbs up on the experience I had, and they ended up selecting my breeder, and they picked him up yesterday.
Oh.
So Eric, I know, is very excited.
So the dog is.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
So out of the same litter, this is a question I have. Out of the same litter, I know Bo is like a charcoal color,
Right.
right, like almost a smoky gray. Eric Schwartz and Sedalia is more of like a tan color.
Brown, right.
Can you have in one litter like one like brown one and one smoky gray one?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like with labs. If you have a litter of labs, some will be yellow, some will be chocolate, some will be black.
Really?
In the same,
Yeah.
like
It's
shot,
interesting.
really.
Well, it's like humans, DNA. That's how DNA works.
Female, male.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. No, but I didn't know about the colors. I didn't know if they all came out. So that's.
I think we have to research that. I'm not doubting it, but
I don't know though.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
no,
are
that
doubting
is.
it. You
No.
pretty much are doubting it.
Can somebody write in? And I'm 99% sure that's the way it works.
Charlene is saying
But
no.
Charlene
I'm not
says
sure
no,
to
it
what,
can't happen.
but
Charlene, can you elaborate if they're
Charlene's very active today.
I love
very
that she's
active online.
Kate's active. I think what pulled them in was the prosecco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we
but I
got-
wonder. So, if you have labs, let's go to labs. If you have, if the father lab and the mother lab are both say chocolate labs, I want somebody to answer this one. I'm saying, will they all be chocolate lab puppies? But
That's a
then
good
if
question.
like it's a black lab father and a yellow lab mother, then what will happen?
Yeah.
But I think you had a mixed litter because sometimes people like are holding out. Like a friend of mine at work has a silver, looks like a Weimaraner, a silver lab, which I didn't know was a
Wow.
thing.
Wow.
And
That would be
and
cool.
she was excited when the litter was born that there were 2 or 3 silver because if there
Oh,
weren't,
There you go.
she was going to have to wait for another litter.
Charlene says Bo is a Merle. I don't know what MERLE.
That's the color.
Okay, that's the color.
Yeah.
The entire litter was gray. Maybe there's that particular
Well,
one.
I think it might have something to do with breeding.
Hmm.
The mother and the father. I don't know.
Charlene's getting ready for work. She has a couple of open houses today.
She does.
Hey, can you go to Cape Ann Home? Actually, can you put a link to Cape Ann Home? Because people can get the information on where Charlene's open houses are today.
Yeah.
She's in Rockport.
Open house.
Yeah.
Go say hi to her.
Yeah.
Great houses.
They
Engels and Volker has. Did I pronounce that right?
I think it's an F.
Volker. They have some great homes for sale.
Yeah, they do.
So go to their
Couple of
So
website.
Cape
Rockport.
Ann Home Services or what?
No, CapeAnnHome.com. I can type it.
Okay.
If,
All right.
and yeah.
They're all local too.
All the
Rockport.
ones today are all local.
Yeah, Rockport.
Does she have goodies for people?
Yeah, I think she
Does she have Prosecco?
hands out bottles of Scotch. Macallum 18.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go
so-
over here. She says that mom and dad were both gray of both.
She's got all the answers.
So if one wasn't,
If one wasn't, then yeah, I wonder. I mean, I got to imagine if one was brown and the other one was Merle, they'd come out mixed.
So you can go to. I just put the link in the. Well, Pat did. I shouldn't take credit. Pat put the link to. You can see Charlene's listings today.
But that's an interesting question.
but so Louis is super cute.
Oh,
I don't know if there's a
His
cuter
head is-
puppy than a French. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
I know.
cutest
Yeah.
dogs
They
ever.
grow fast.
Yeah.
Chris's
Fast.
Bo was so tiny when you got him. When did you get Bo?
A year and a couple months ago.
And right now it's like a full size.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get any bigger.
But like when we got him, he was like a little handful.
Right?
Yeah, it's only a face a mother could love.
So cute. Okay.
Yeah.
So Shasha says they have hand sanitizer and cookies and Engel and Folker goodies.
Oh,
Nice.
So speaking of the Engels and Volker other half, Warren Waugh we have something really exciting. Me and you and the girls are going to go on Wednesday. We're going to. I know you saw the vehicle, but Warren's giving us the Defender.
That's awesome.
We're gonna take the
We're going
girls.
to California.
We're going to California. We're going to take a good, nice ride.
We're going to go see the other beach, the other side of the country.
But
That's awesome.
yeah, we're going to take it for the day with the ladies, and we're going to go to. The goal is we're going to go to a bunch of different restaurants. Pull up in front of the restaurant so we can give credit and show people where they can go outside dining in Gloucester. At the same time, show the features of the new vehicle. And the new vehicle is it's a vehicle that hasn't been released in the United States in over 20 years.
Yeah. The Defender.
The Defender, yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I saw you took some beautiful pictures of it.
Yeah, well, I stumbled upon them by accident when I told Warren I wanted to take some photos, and Thatcher's been taking a ton of car photos lately. He's super cute. Nice. And he wanted to, and he's like, "Come on over, Sid's over here about to go to Pavilion Beach for a photo shoot." I'm like, "Oh no, I don't want to rain on that parade, you know." But we pulled in and took some photos, and then helped them with some boards on my car or whatever. But the car's gorgeous.
It looks ridiculous.
I don't know how beautiful it's going to be when we return it, but
yeah,
it will be beautiful when we first get in.
You can't get into it with your.
No, I'm going to wear a suit and a tie.
There you go. So there's another. So that's Wednesday. We're going to be doing some live streaming on Wednesday from the vehicle. So do we have another thing? So on July 9th, I believe, I'm going to be. So before that though, July 9th. Yeah, July 9th. We're going to be interviewing the CEO of Happy Valley Ventures, who has the marijuana dispensary up on Blackburn.
Yeah.
So before we do that, they asked me to give me they want to know what questions they want to know what questions we're going to be asking. So I want you guys to brainstorm what questions.
That's a great. That's smarter than to do that.
Yeah, no, we're not going to go off the rails for that one.
No, because I think we may, lose ourselves in the middle of that going, what was your question?
Yeah. So if anybody has any questions that they want me to ask the people, the marketing people for Happy Valley, the marijuana dispensary, type them in here. We'll write them down, and I'll run them by the people. I'm really excited about that because
yeah, that's
super nice.
When the facility is opening.
I think it's going to open July 18th or 19th.
Oh, okay. So coming right up.
But we're going to have a little exclusive ahead of time. So
I remember when they first came here and they did a little thing here, and talked about it. That they were going to.
Oh, Brendan Pratt, I think.
Brendan Pratt.
Yeah, he's involved in that.
I remember all that.
So we get that going for us. Nichole, you had a cool little thing that you did. Ready? Where did you stay?
I almost can't say it. Oh, the Cape Ann Motor Inn.
Motor Inn! It's your time for life.
We practice that. We practice that. New theme song for
They'll be
Cape Ann
updating
Motor.
their website momentarily with who's it? Night Ranger.
Night Ranger.
Night Ranger.
Thank
There
you,
it
Pat.
is.
Thank you,
There it
Pat.
is.
Yep.
Directly on Long Beach.
Yes.
Cape Ann Motor Inn. So tell me the whole premise behind your staycation.
So it's just so perfect there. So we canceled a lot of vacations throughout this whole quarantine thing. We were going to go away in April and May and June. We obviously canceled everything. So, and we do that a lot. We go away a lot, like even just sneaking into Boston for a night or all of our hockey tournaments or whatever. So I think of all the things that we've all been missing, I think like having a little, even if it was like a one-night trip to look forward to, was definitely like the hardest thing for the Schrafft family. So when Lauren Brad Pierce and Lauren Caputo, who's a dear friend of ours, runs the Cape Ann Motor Inn, and when they reopened, we were like, let's book a bunch of rooms. So we booked 10 rooms with some friends that we have, and And it was just perfect. I mean, the hotel, like, you cannot beat the location. People have asked if they have a restaurant. They don't have a restaurant, but they have a bunch of different food trucks that show up. They have like a breakfast. Yeah, they have the Cow as a breakfast food truck that's there first thing in the morning. So you go with your bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches, and your scrambled eggs, and coffee. And then they have food trucks during the day that come up. They have Cape Ann right at the end of Long Beach. That little red
You just telling us about this now?
hotel. What? I mean,
I didn't know about the food trucks.
That's
Yeah.
where Adventure Man stayed.
yeah, that's where
They put him up.
yeah,
His bike is still there.
they
No,
No,
Jimmy bought the bike and donated the money towards
And you have the bike?
I have the bike.
we got to talk about him.
Yes, we do.
But don't do it yet. Don't talk about
Okay,
him yet.
all right.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, so I mean, it's just perfect. Like, I mean, you can, depending on what you're looking for, like, I mean, we all know how gorgeous, the Beauport is and but if you want a beach vacation and you want to like hang out with your friends, Cape Ann Motor Inn has a private section of Long Beach, and
You want to see?
seriously,
You want to see?
and
You want to see
the
inside my piano?
Stop it. She's talking. Will you stop it?
to be able to look at Kate, your wife's texting me. I can't read it yet, but I'm sure it's anyway. To be able to stay right on the beach, like literally right on the beach. Like, you walk out and you have your little like deck in front of your room, and then you go down, you're on the beach. They have their own private section of the beach. Lauren's done a ton of work lately. Like, actually, the morning we were checking in, they were installing new carpet in a bunch of the rooms. Some of the rooms have little efficiency kitchens, so you can, stay for several days and like cook and bring your stuff. The Long Beach Dairy Maid and Surfside Pizzas, like super close.
Yeah, really close.
But we literally just woke up and stayed on the beach all day and paddleboarded, and you can have a fire at night. You're allowed to bring a little grill and cook on the beach at night. Like, unbelievable. So we all had a little sign up
You're
genius
allowed to,
potluck.
or did you do that?
No, you know what I asked Lauren
We're gonna
before
read the small
I
print.
talked about it, and no, they're okay. You can bring like little hibachis and cook right there.
Hibachis.
And
Let's
we just
go.
sat around the
I
fire.
got plenty of those.
Yeah.
And it's super important too is that with all that we have
Whoa.
going on, they people were cleaning nonstop over
Oh,
there. They
okay.
all had their masks on, and they were just constantly cleaning. And when you check in, they have the plexiglass, so you feel super safe staying there. You're able to socially distance on the beach and not feel like you're breaking all the rules. We had a bunch of kids with us, and their kids who have kind of in the last couple of weeks been seeing each other playing golf, and they have some hockey tournaments coming up. So they're kids who see each other anyway.
Mhm. And when you're
So,
outside, I think,
yeah.
it's pretty safe.
And we were, and kids don't go into each other's rooms. We're only going to be on the beach together. But I can't say enough about, like, if you want to be on the beach, if you're coming from out of town, you book a room there.
We have
Yeah,
a grand
absolutely.
appearance. No, Kate, you have to come over here.
Good morning,
Kate.
Kate.
I didn't
Kate's
know.
it.
You said.
She got her sunglasses on. She doesn't want to show her bloodshot eyes.
Is that why you just
They're
texted?
not bloodshot. If they are, it's from not sleeping.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
But I rolled out of bed, got a coffee, and came here.
Did they
Kate,
work?
we have something for you. Come
I
try
want to
this.
see the pictures. Are they cute?
What's that?
You gotta come say hi to everybody.
Hi.
No, you're not on.
I don't want to be on. That's why I'm not coming.
Here, you want some?
This is why Kate's not
Yeah,
commenting
you gotta
right now.
finish it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering what smell when he kissed me. I was like, you smell like glue.
That's
Thank you,
from-
Caitlin.
That's from the other night.
Friday night, I know. Jeez.
Friday night.
Oh, we're having, yeah.
We'll have to fill you in on what Joey was saying before we started filming.
Oh, no.
Where was it? Middle Street? What
Yeah,
was
Middle
Caitlin
Street,
used to say to him?
Lookout Street.
Yeah, just say Middle Street to your husband and see what happens.
Yeah.
Walk by and whisper Middle Street in his ear. And see what
Oh, God. All right.
If you do that, he won't have to take his medication.
No, jeez.
I don't know which medication.
Alright, so sorry, folks. Back to Cape Ann Motor Inn.
Now,
Yeah, so if you are
On
looking
beach.
to stay like right on the beach,
That
it
is a
couldn't have been
nice
more
spot.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the rates are like super reasonable, and to be able to like pack food, and we do that. Like, you go away,
Yeah.
with families, and you go camping, or you go, somewhere further away. And we felt like we were.
So were the
we had
boys?
done that.
Did the boys feel satisfied that they got away? That
Totally.
they had a little? Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
And what a lot of
That
us
is a
have,
win-win.
have dogs, and a lot of us were working. Like, I had to do a couple of Zooms while there, and other people were sneaking up into the room and getting some work done. And the husbands kind of came and went depending on what different people do for work. And we brought the dog. Dogs are allowed in the hotel rooms. So I went back at 10 o'clock at night one night, picked up our dog and brought him to the hotel.
Now, can you speak to the fact that we know with the COVID and they have all the rules, and I know what stage. I'm really getting confused with the stages. But there's still plenty of rooms available down there, even using the new ruling that they have and everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know they have a ton of reservations, which is awesome. But that's what, we went Tuesday and Wednesday night on purpose so that we weren't, we didn't want to take up, so many people have been so eager. They have a really great following where people have come year after year after year because it's such a great little vacation. And we didn't want to book 10 rooms and interfere with people who have been jonesing to get back to Cape Ann because we, didn't want to take away. So we went on Tuesday and Wednesday so we could all go to and from work and have a home base. And they still had a bunch of other reservations. So I'm excited for them that they're filling up and everyone felt safe and it was an easy vacation.
Now, you don't have to give the address or anything, but you update everyone that you do have a place, because the last time we were all there, everyone was trying to help you find a place, and you were getting texts while we were talking.
Charlene's been amazing. I know, we did. We found a single-family home in Gloucester to rent. That's perfect size, all nice and renovated.
Nice.
And it's in Gloucester, which, I'm from Hamilton, but I've lived in Rockport for 20 years, and Freddie's from Rockport, so being in Gloucester will be a little bit different, but I'm so excited to be near everything. The kids are super excited to be, kind of near the boulevard, to be able to walk to everything. And
they allowed you in.
Family is all set. That's excellent.
They allowed you in?
They did. Yeah, right?
Jeez.
Who would have thought?
From Rockport, I didn't think people from Rockport could move to Gloucester.
Yeah.
My commute to Beverly, driving
20
to
minutes
Grove,
shorter.
oh my God, it's going to be. And to the hockey rink, oh my gosh, it's gonna be heaven. But we're really excited, totally different kind of chapter than where we've been. But we're super excited.
New chapters are good.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, so that's good. And thank you to Charlene. She's still actually. I'm gonna tell her to stop sending things because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna see something amazing and I'm gonna kick myself. As soon as she signs the dotted line, cringe.
So maybe this is a good time to talk about Adventure Man's good news.
Yeah.
We saw. You did not see this. This is news maybe for you and some other viewers. The Adventure Man shared a video recently that he and his girlfriend are going to be parents.
Oh, really?
It's awesome. I can't. Can you imagine?
She took about 900 pregnancy tests, which I find so funny.
Which were lined up on the.
And they
900.
And they filmed it all, obviously, 3 or 4 months ago. At first, I was like, "Look at them breaking the news right away!" But they had all this footage. Saved for when they felt comfortable sharing it with everyone, and so they released all the footage. But they're so cute, I can't even stand it.
I know, it's so exciting. So congratulations, because I know they're listening. So or will be at some point. So congratulations, Jamie and Anna.
Yep,
that's funny.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great. Why did she take 900 tests?
I'm not
just
sure.
To make sure. They had them all lined up, and then they had a bunch of what I guess were inexpensive tests. And then he's like, "Should we tell our parents?" And she's like, "Well, I want to take a real one." So then they went and they splurged on the more official test, whatever that means.
Yeah, I was gonna say because those can get expensive.
Yeah,
the cheap one. Yeah.
So that's awesome news.
Here's something that we can just talk about briefly. Don't ask me why, but I was watching the Game Show Network.
Oh, we're waiting for Chris to sing. Don't ask me why. Isn't that Billy Joel? You missed that cue.
I don't like Billy Joel.
Oh, that's
all right. Sorry.
I think he's overrated. Oh no, I like Billy Joel. It's Bruce Springsteen. I don't like. Yeah, I like Billy Joel. Billy Joel got married to Christy Brinkley.
Yes,
they were married at one point.
Yes,
and Christy Brinkley is
a good friend of yours.
She's a good friend of mine. Yep. I have a picture of Charlene when she was probably 17-ish that looked like Christy Brinkley.
Wow,
I can see that.
And you have that hanging up right
in
there.
my mind. In my mind.
Oh,
and you and Billy Joel have
hanging up
kind of
right
the same.
Right.
It was on your boat, but it went right down.
So I thought you were going to sing "Don't Ask Me Why." Anyway, that was
I was looking at the Game Show Network. It just flipping
and
course,
whatever. Yeah, it just.
Everybody remember the Match Game?
Yeah.
Love that.
Gene
show.
Rayburn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's a little bit of a fact. He passed away here, right in Gloucester. He was at his daughter's house, who lived in Gloucester.
Really?
Wow.
And he passed away here.
Wait, how long ago? Wait,
In 1999.
really?
He was here at his daughter's house.
Jeez.
And that, that's a little bit of a crazy situation. So, I said to Pat, hey, there you go, Pat. We're going to have to do a little research and find out exactly
What happened?
Now, he had lived, I think it was just, he was older. He was kind of in retirement stage.
81, I think.
But he was at his
He was
daughter's
ill.
house, who was here, and passed away and stuff. And I just went, now, there's something you don't hear. I mean,
Yeah.
so I just don't know why. Checked on Gene Rayburn, and because I know he was an actor and he sang a little bit. Besides doing that game show, he actually did some singing and
He
was on
was
Broadway.
the son of Croatian immigrants. That's what surprised me. I had no idea.
Wow. Interesting. You guys are just coming up with some really interesting.
Oh,
We are
yeah,
learning
that's going to keep
so
people
much
glued.
today.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're having a day,
We are
aren't
learning
we?
a lot
I mean,
today.
I mean,
We are having a day.
I think people have realized that we just don't need Joe to run Good Morning Gloucester.
Right,
I mean,
right.
right. I mean,
Right.
we are Good Morning Gloucester.
Maybe we could run the podcast, and he can run the podcast that he
The
likes to.
podcast.
That he likes to advertise.
Ba-dum-bum.
I haven't seen many posts from him because early on I'm like, Joe, you told me to be honest with you when you were posting too much about your cat.
What was the
I'm
safety word that we were saying for a little while?
Oh yeah,
I forget what it was.
not
When
for
he
the
started
cat.
to talk too much about the cat,
Oh,
we were saying
yeah.
There's a different.
Oprah.
Yeah.
We were saying Oprah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brenda
was-
Grimes likes your trivia, Jim.
It's awesome.
So
Oh, there you go,
Oh,
Jen.
we do. You have
Thank you, Brenda.
one person listening.
Someone appreciates it.
Thank you, Brent.
We haven't lost everyone yet.
Yeah.
I did want to put a quick shout out to the Franklin restaurant. I think Joe was starting to explain the great night we had where we took the boat over to the public
To the
dock.
Franklin?
Well, we took it over to the public dock.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think we took it right up to Main Street.
Right up.
I told Joe
I'm
that
just saying.
it was too shallow, but he
It's
said,
not. It's not
he's like,
Venice.
no, it's not too shallow. Actually, Gloucester has a little bit of a Venice feel. I mean, you can get around very easily by boat if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just not to the Franklin.
Right, not to the Franklin, right. But no, we parked at the dock right behind the Harbor Master station, and we walked to Franklin and had dinner. Maria and Stefano were there. I mean, they did an awesome job decorating the outside.
I saw the lights. And
Yeah.
it looks really pretty.
And I took a picture and posted it on Instagram. They even decorated or covered the meter.
Parking
Oh.
meter?
The parking meter. You would never know it was a parking meter.
Great.
And I introduced Joe to the Maria Special. We call it the Manager's Special. Maria has a drink there that is not on the menu that includes tequila and some a hint of strawberry, but Stefano makes it for her.
Nice.
I'm sure she's made it herself, but whenever we're there, Stefano, Manager's Special, and he mixes it up. Very refreshing, but food was outstanding. I started off with the crispy eggplant, which came with like chopped tomatoes and mozzarella with the crispy eggplant on top.
That sounds
So
good.
it was outstanding. And then for the first time, believe it or not, I tried their sushi. They have like 3 different sushi
It's really good.
options.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I forget what Charlene had, but I know Kate and Joe split the steak with the
The
sauce.
hanger steak?
Might
I
be the
think,
hanger
yeah.
steak with the French fries. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just sitting in the sauce.
Yeah.
Everyone's mouth's like watering. like,
Yeah, it is.
You
actually.
cannot ever go wrong with the Franklin, for sure.
It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, and Joe
That's
Joe
awesome.
had the lobster dumplings.
Nice.
He didn't offer me one,
No.
but definitely add that to your list.
Well, he thought about it, and then when he had a chance, it was all gone.
It was
What
all
the
gone,
story,
exactly.
The story I heard was,
He offered me one when they were gone.
yeah, he.
So how did Main Street look pretty lively?
It did. Well, it's funny you say that or ask that, Pat, because we're sitting there. I mean, literally, we're sitting on Main Street,
Right. Yeah.
and we had people running by us. We had people on skateboards pass us. We had people on bikes pass us. I mean, you don't realize, sitting on Main Street, the action that's out there.
Yeah.
I do hope that at some point, a decision is made to do that on a more regular basis.
Well, first of all, congratulations for all the people that put it together and making it happen in Safatia.
Yes.
I know you're watching and
Thanks
stuff.
to the city.
Thank you. And I'm sure you've got a list, Safatia, of all the people.
So hard to get it put together.
This is, I should know the answer to this, but I don't. So you're talking about people skateboarding and running, but is the street closed? Are you on the sidewalk?
So the street's still open.
Street, so you can.
But just those they're really parking spots that they.
So
that
you can
they've set up
drive,
the
but
tables
you
on.
can't park.
Right.
Charlene said she had the seared tuna.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Charlene.
nice.
Yes, the seared tuna. She didn't give me a taste.
She didn't give you a taste
That's
either.
why I don't remember what she gave me. I know what Joe and Kate ordered because I was reaching over, digging into their French fries and eating their French fries.
That happened at the boat port. I feel
Yeah.
I have a tendency.
Chris's thing is to not order.
Some people call me the seagull.
Yeah,
the seagull.
Yeah.
I flop around.
Yeah, I know. I'm full. I really can't, but I'll just try. For those people tuning in, Joey's downstairs. A lot of boats coming in. Chris, why don't you do your plug? About his Captain Joe's.
Captain Joe's lobster.
The deals that he has.
For those of you who need lobster for 4th of July weekend, it is 4th of July. Summer's
Coming
over.
right up.
Right?
Summer's over already. Can you
4th
believe
of July with no.
Yeah.
I know.
Captain Joe's has some great deals,
and
people are coming in like crazy.
Awesome.
And
the lobsters are. Do you say the lobsters are running?
That's a good. I
crawling.
know. That's
Right into the traps.
The lobsters are crawling into the traps. The fishermen are out there in full force because this is the time of the year where the lobsters start coming closer to shore.
People say Fiesta weekend, I think, right? Is when they start, and that's where we are right now.
Right, and lobster prices are unbelievable.
Yeah.
So there's no better place to buy them than Captain Joe's.
Yeah,
So,
go to the website and read the whole thing. He's got all these sale prices. And,
and tell them when you get here, tell them that GMG Jimmy sent you.
Yeah.
He might have something special for you.
Yeah, don't say Chris because then you won't get the deal.
And I'm going to be pulling my traps later, my whopping 3 traps. And if I'm lucky enough.
3, wait. It's going down. It was 5 or 6.
I only got a permit for 3 this year.
Oh.
They have those. You got the trifecta.
See, I didn't know. Sorry about that.
I was demoted from last year.
Yes.
It was such an embarrassment when I went online to get my license. They're like, no, you're only allowed 3 traps. You're an embarrassment to the lobster industry.
Like a liquor license that only sells nips or something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Your
or beer and
restaurant,
wine
right?
only.
Yeah,
beer and wine only.
Your restaurant can sell alcohol, but only
Brenda
this
Graves
much.
says her birthday's the 4th of July. Happy
Oh.
birthday coming up,
Wow.
Brenda.
Wow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
But Main Street. So I think the first restaurant is Franklin, and what was cool is Sugar Mags did the same as Franklin, where they got the seating outside, and the Franklin can use their space at night at dinner time, and then Sugar Mag is going to be able to use the Franklin space. So they got together and
That's awesome.
decided to help one another, which is perfect.
And then I didn't make it there, but Tono was open both outside and inside, and I had friends who were there dining outside, and then different friends who were inside last night, and again the work and the creativity and the planning.
I know, it's amazing.
And I know Drew Hale and Hale Design and Build went down to Tono and helped create that really gorgeous outdoor space. So just congratulations to everyone for thinking outside the box. And
the thinking and the planning that people are doing is just, we were at one place and I was watching the manager go out and he had this clipboard and he's running around. He kept looking at things and he was checking things out because of all these new regulations. He's got to figure out, well, if I put somebody at this table, I wonder how long they're going to be.
Well, we were at the 525 in Magnolia last night, and they have seating outside as well, and on Lexington.
Yes.
On the street?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the
Kind of on the
parking.
side.
alley
Oh,
between the
sidewalk.
two.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it takes up the parking, but
Yeah.
but yeah. So it's everybody's doing lots of creative stuff to accommodate safety and their own needs for their servers, and it's great.
And if you haven't been to the Franklin yet, we were able to go inside. There's sitting people inside as well. They did it over inside.
Oh, they did.
So, oh yeah, they painted it. They got new lights.
I remember Maria saying on a podcast with Joey that they were going to take this time.
Oh, that's right.
Not that they needed to renovate or anything, because it was always spectacular, but why not use the downtime to make some changes? And so she was really excited about the changes they were making.
So here comes Joe back. So we're going to go, all right, all right, everybody, it's
Good night,
great.
everybody. Thank you.
Oh, stop it.
29.
Oh, stop
And we're signing off.
Yeah.
No, I have a topip. Did you guys already talk about? I'm imagining you already talked about Adventure Man.
We actually just
Okay.
we actually just sat here in silence for 13
She's got
47 seconds. I'm just kidding.
Joe, you've been away for 13 minutes, Joe.
Wait, one more
Well, I have a topic.
one more place that we should talk about before Joey has his topic.
Joe,
is,
we're running.
Joey.
the rum line also created an outdoor spot
Did
in
they
the
really?
parking lot, so you can go.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
news.
so
Excellent.
I'm trying to figure out the name of it.
I
real
know
quick.
that he was blacktopping an area, so I
That's
figured
great
that he
news.
was going to be doing
Oh.
something. So that's great.
Now I know what
Nice
I'm doing
job, Chris.
tonight.
Yeah, so I'll have to find out more about it. So
And that's by Lookout Street, right?
Middle. And now Joey can.
No, I want to touch.
Joey can't get up.
So
I'll
Chris
take
and
the
I-
0.
Right here. Outside the box cafe. Can we?
Oh,
that's
that's
what they're calling it?
okay, all right.
The rum line
Yep.
outside the box cafe.
Yeah, we were just talking about kudos to all these people for thinking outside the box. Yep.
Yeah.
So you can see the little picture of it. Look how cute it is.
Wow.
So yay, Fred
Jeez.
Shrigley.
Wow, it looks beautiful.
Right?
Great job, Fred Shrigley.
Yep. So there's that too.
Pat's
so
on it website.
Yeah. I am.
also you cannot take your boat there, Chris.
Yeah.
But
I
you
was
get
telling
there
him how
really
we took
easily.
the boat to the Franklin. and
Right down Main Street.
Well, yeah.
It
We went up there. We drove it up Docket
Also,
Street.
Neo.
Took a left on Main. Did you talk about the drink, Maria? The Maria special.
the
You're
Marine
going to have to
special.
catch up later.
Is that on the Is it on the
It's
menu? So, okay, so that's the main thing.
Yeah.
So if you go to the Franklin,
Yeah.
you won't know about this unless you ask for it. Ask for the Maria special.
Yeah.
It was so refreshing. I'm not a tequila drinker. It has tequila in
And
it.
it's tequila in it.
It wouldn't have.
You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Right.
It was
Until the next day.
No,
when you mix it with beer, when
yeah.
you mix it with a
Bourbon-
painkiller,
bourbon
from-
drink. Yeah.
the bourbon
Yeah.
drink.
Painkiller was that mile marker?
Mile marker, yeah.
The painkillers.
I had the
Down.
painkiller.
Yeah.
The Outside the Box Cafe is a place for fundraisers,
Nice.
apparently.
That too. All right.
That's
So,
awesome.
hey, Charlene. Good luck with your open houses today, Charlene. I'm sure you're gonna sell them. Chris is gonna have, you got to take a couple of years off of Chris's retirement, so sell some more houses.
Please.
The market is hot. Market is hot. But Chris and I were taking a little spin, and Kate was with us as well. And we went by. We stopped by to see our friend Heath Ellis on.
Oh,
He was
that's right.
doing some work on the Lannon,
Yes,
and they are sailing again
that's right.
in a limited capacity, 10 people per boat. But that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because you get like the whole. It's
chartering.
basically a private charter.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And so 10 people per boat. You can go to schooner.org. Pat, can you put that link in?
Yeah.
www.schooner.org, and you can basically charter the land. And midweek, I think it was $450, and then Friday night to Sunday afternoon was $650 for 10 people, which
That's
at
awesome.
$45 a head. That's
Yeah,
very.
that's what you pay for your ticket
That's
anyway.
but to have 10 people on that whole boat,
Yeah.
that's outrageous.
I mean, that's like going out on your private schooner.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. So go to the schooner.org. You can actually book, I think, directly through that website. So you guys talked about. Oh, did you say that we're selling lobsters down here now?
Yeah.
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
Chris,
that.
Chris,
You know what else we
We-
can talk about, Pat? And then the show notes, we were talking about Sedalia and Eric and Warren earlier, but the Bluefin Blowout also is not happening this year, but they're selling some of their awesome swag online, and today's the last day to order their awesome Bluefin Blowout. So look at it's called 2020 Catch You Later, which I think Sedalia
Oh, that's
brilliant.
so cute.
Right, their shirts
I
things.
like the gear.
So the logo on
I
the
love
back
the
says,
logo.
yeah,
Oh, great.
Bluefin Blowout
Let me see.
2020
Only
Catch You Later.
because I hope
And
no one
there's
sends
the,
you any inappropriate texts here. So, but I love the logo with the dark.
So they have t-shirts and half zips and quarter zips and performance wear. So Pat, I'll show that to you. We can put that in the show notes later on too.
If we could do it right now, can you text
she's
it
got
to
it.
No, I got it. I have it.
the one?
So the Bluefin Blowout Facebook page will have it bookmarked at the pinned at the top of their page. And really great stuff. But today is the last day to order it.
Well, I'm going to put the Facebook post up because it's nice and easy.
Awesome.
The link to the shop is kind of long and complicated, so
If
you
put
can
it-
click it from there. And
Perfect.
Yep.
That's perfect.
plus, you can keep up with the news if you go to the Facebook page.
That's right.
There you go. I think we're good there. Wait. Okay, so you got the link in there. Great, Pat. Thank you. Again. We did. I don't know how many people. Well, I guess we'll wait until next week and pick a winner for the people that share. Did you ask people to share it all?
No, we
Okay,
didn't.
that's all right.
We
All right.
forgot
So
that.
we'll push it till next week. If you share this podcast, you'll be entered into a drawing to win
Bag of coffee.
from Breakwater Roasters, who's going to be operating. They're doing a little bit of permitting, and we'll give you a press release when it's going to be open on Duncan Street with the former spot of Alchemy. I'm going to finish up right here, guys. Hey, thanks so much for coming.
Chris, how do we always end?
No.
Say it.
Should I say
Quick,
it?
I got a customer. Go.
No piping plovers were harmed in the taping of today's show.
Thank you so much.